Welcome back and thank you for staying with us on mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. We apologize. There was still a few minutes left before trends in the papers ended. I just needed to excuse myself. I don't feel very great, but the show must go on. I guess some of the things you have to do as a reporter or as a journalist. You just have to make certain compromises. Yes. Well, this is Mainland Focus on mainland 98.3 FM. This is the part of the program that is all about you, where we take your opinions and your perspective on the issues that we table every morning on radio. Mainland Focus, typically we have 2-3 stories we talk about. We extract them from the multiple stories we disagree, or maybe you have fresh perspective on said matter. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, and this is the best opportunity to use the features on our streaming platform. For those of you who would rather communicate with us via WhatsApp, we would provide the number for that as well. If number again, 0913-6000-410. That is for calls and text messages. But if you want to send a message via WhatsApp or you want to call via WhatsApp, the number is 0913-6000-430, especially for those in diaspora. And on Facebook and YouTube, as I said earlier, which doubles as our streaming platform at mainland 98.3 FM. We have just one story this morning on the focus, and we're talking about what many marketers or many pundits have called the oil trade irony, the largest single trade in a twist that underscores the complexities of global oil trade. India state with the United States. Now, India typically were not, they don't, but because of the dynamics, India has decided to just look to other places that will be delivered to them by September. That's next month. Supplies are even done in trash, despite all of this issue product, because many would say that expensive, but he says, you know what, for the sake of my people, like commodity, thing that we have, well, I wouldn't say ours, that is here. What is so Nigeria buying commodity that we lack, or I mean, I do know that the PIA is for local refining, so domestic refining. Now, of that 450,000, and it's not just Dangote that is the only that is supposed to be kept. Consider adjusting the law, certain that we can take care of our domestic deficit. These are recommendations, and so we want to get your opinion on whether these recommendations will be any useful in taking care of the problem. There is a domestic supply deficit. Local petroleum product, when we have a refinery that consider making the product available for the local that is supposed to be set aside, consider banning the exportation of crude for say 3 to 5 years, and make sure that all the crude that we expand the outright sale of crude for domestic needs, whilst we reserve some to pay back our crude back loans. What recommendation, whilst local refiners continue to suffer? What is going to happen to our own national refineries? All 4 of them. What do the Port Harcourt refinery? Okay, fine. What do we do about it? Barrel. Right now, crude is $66 per barrel. So even our budget is being threatened. $1 per barrel. Crude is now $66 per barrel. So this is trouble. 410. That is how you call 0913-6000-410-30. And on Facebook and YouTube, it is at mainland 98.3 FM. Don't forget, you have a minute for your submission. We have one story, so you should be able to maximize that time. Hello, good morning.
Sorry, we were under the weather. I'm shopping.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. This is your major oil refinery in Nigeria. With India. The question now is, these same people, they are the ones that Abiola spoke about when we are together. They are international entities involved in this. You know, they are restricting people. They know what is all about the time back there. You know the major problem. They are as a people now. That they say to the everything. It's not money.
That it was done. The concern is just that why are we selling a commodity that we know we have no reports that indicates that sale to India was illegal. It was done that you need. Hello,
Baba. My name is Peter. We are a whole oil producing country. Importation of refined product. That is a wish. You know, the more there is a wish this land, that's what they are doing. How do you have oil and you put it to refine for Nigerians? Our government does not want anything that will beneficial to Nigeria. That's just because at the moment we are in our evil days.
Morning, Babala.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Take care of yourself and take heart that what we have, what we need, we are putting in a regime. Which clarity? A lot of nonsense has gone on in the system. He doesn't know what open up. I hope the National Assembly will not, they learn on this, investigation that is going on. It's just of, well, it has happened. We need to find a way.
Good morning. This is M쏘ɪɪľ from M쏘ɪɪļ
Welcome.
project. And not strategically messing himself up. Enough food, make sure that he should have secured
the arrangement that he had with the government in that refinery, it was not cash they were giving to him. We'll give you cash or something, or we supply the product. That was the basis of their deal. But they didn't see.
Man, even the forward integration, where you should have secured over it. You cannot have a control, even if you buy shares, 50% doesn't mean get the ownership of that. Our it's a private business. Not happy at all.
No, we understand. So why are
those refineries they are already scrapped, and it's not going to work.
Okay.
So forget about the refinery and tell to Nigerians. That's all there is. This government may not.
Interesting perspective. I would like to see what people say about that, especially when you assume that it is supposed to be for the benefit of the country, and even the PIA says to reserve some. I'm not with the government for crude supply when he started. I mean, made to him, but because we could not explore enough crude, the arrangement of the promise, the arrangement that they had when he launched that refinery. So, and in fact, Dangote was forced to reveal that instead of the 20% that they learned. So let's talk about that as well. I'll take another call. Hello. Do call back. I think it's a bad connection. Hello. Good morning to you.
Area in importation, and the Dangote, if it's a day, it will not succeed, but it will prices down more. But the chicken of wishing is even in their roots in my area. That's another myth. I cut them off, leave them with their crude. And
thank you.
Money.
For myself, one choice. Yes, on this, it's very ridiculous. We need time for people without petroleum to strengthen freedom. So why he has left the country?
Thank you. Nice.
Again, so we're complaining that from Dangote group, as more barrels of oil instead of, and we say have petroleum. I mean, to reserve more and say export.
Again, do you know what the problem is right now? The fact that the going on, which means 1.2, 1.3 that we're doing 450,000, and then we have many other obligations. So there's just not. Our budget was increased to some 54 trillion because we had pegged crude price to be $66 per barrel. It means that whatever we thought we were going to earn from the expenses at crude prices might drop exponentially. So we are playing a losing game. That's the fear. We're playing a losing game. Maybe we should focus on local refining, at least, even if we're not able to do the product at an affordable rate. So the little fine locally, right, making of the commodity, and then we wait the particular issue that we have on ground. 6000 Facebook and YouTube at mainland 98.3 FM. I'm saying
good morning. But from the onset of this government, you can still remember not function with Nigerian crude. For condemn that the money was taken to life, we discover that it's even better than the one we're producing, so that Nigerians at least can have a relief on that. So that is just a clear something. So if anybody wants it, it has shown that the government of the not good enough was even better.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
I wish.
We're going to be in.
Duty from it. I am not benefiting the former president during his government when the price went down to about $20 per barrel. You can see now the government when we had money. You understand? So sometimes when I hear about the that we are talking about today, you understand whether the price is going up or have taken it away. They went ahead to remove a subsidy on the electricity. So what are we benefiting? You understand? He always go outside to source of it for his crude oil China, just so that they will justify the importation of.
I'm trying so hard to answer the phone, but I think the connection is actually. Hello.
My message. Can you hear me, or am I not audible? As caller said, all the proceeds that were met again, and there is an issue over. I need the bigger Dangote came up because the importers know that they benefit the Minister of Petroleum.
Good morning.
Hello, how are you very well?
I'm covered up. Good morning.
Kaba. Then let me see and the other are free applicants. When you talk of $1 billion to be the refiner managing all those managing NFs before they come back to Naira, they must have maybe you can say you never fulfill eat our own food. What about transportation before it lands to you, my dear message?
Good morning. Run with a singular narrative. As much as we're talking about how Dangote should get looked for Dangote to become a monopolist, reducing the price, he's offering free delivery, another thing. But what if one day able to do anything about it because we've over-depended on him? That is the con of that arrangement, that we should not these are the two sides of the divide. Some people are saying he's a businessman, let him source his product from another place and sell based on. Others are saying, why not take care of your people by supplying the local refiner so that he can sell to your people at a very cheap price? And if anything, you can sell refined products because we have crude and we have a functional refinery, although not one that belongs to the country, but one that belongs to a Nigerian. So some sort of arrangement can be made between the government and this local refinery. One day he might hold the country at ransom. Do you think it supersedes the benefits that will come from work? That's the conversation. That's the summary of the conversation we're having this morning. 0913600410. It's mainland 430, and for Facebook it is at mainland 98.3 FM. I would like to read. Oh, he says, I find it difficult to understand what's going on in Nigeria's oil sector. India is bad. Why not produce or stop the exportation of crude so that we will have enough local refined product, non-oil product, to boost the economy? Sage, take care of yourself. Well, thank you very much. Benjamin, with this, is this what the president, who everything wants to promote local rice farmers? Why is crude? Masses should come out in their large numbers to say no. Land FM crude form budget benchmark. What happened to taxes, duties, and other income generated? Crude oil until there's a process for credible leaders to emerge. This shenanigan will. So let's call a spade a spade. This democracy in which all things being equal should be and under democratic rule. Past and present need to suffer. Also, it's not laughable that the government that was rejected for local refining. My suggestion is that the constitution should be reviewed to increase the Minister of Petroleum and Refineries, or get the old refineries from on the oil industry under APC. These recommendations are more mere rhetorics to Mr. President and the APC. They will not and cannot embark on anything that will make the citizens comfortable. As it stands today, go and listen to MQ Abiola's address in the build-up to the 1993 election of MQ. He said he wishes there were other ways, but there is not. I wish to remind Mr. President of MQ Abiola's solution and stop what he's doing. Takwe Abiodun should fix his joke road immediately. Alright, thank you very much. Let me go back to taking phone calls. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
The issue of not supplying good that is of two sides. For instance, we have to make money from crude, at least so that at the end of the day, if that's what is supply, we have more petroleum products to be sold to the Nigerian populace. Then still we still have to make money by selling our $10 from a figure. It's already a monopolistic figure already, because the financial are not working, they are not functioning. So what do they expect? So the issue of Dangote not becoming a monopoly does not exist already, because at any point in time, if it's not now, the future will become. And they are not happy.
Alright. Hello.
Hello, so before I spoke happy because you know, so if you come to the Tenara, Nigerian masses will enjoy the drop of water time. So if anybody says that the last corner, when they were capital petrol, they are not like you, because what they will also happen now. Thank you.
On our hands, God forbid, exporting non-oil commodities, our agricultural if crude price fall any further, there's landing costs, they're no longer paying the Ecuador at all. Let me read some messages. Good morning, sir. No, the amount of money expended on our refineries and who want to destroy the country. Tell me one good reason why Nigeria will not make crude available for Dangote so that the cost of fuel will be affordable for the Nigerian people. James from Aguado, various transactions going on in that sector. Dangote has said it before that how come Dangote is importing crude and still selling at low prices while the market has not been able to name the people in the cabal and persecute them. If the marketers don't want monopoly from beg the marketers that call on the station to assist us and not support Dangote's plan. Let us introduce laws and bills that would help the country. Sage, put ginger and honey in warm water 3 times a day and you'll be fine. A message from Sean. Going on in the Nigeria oil sector. His most minister is a clear sign of complicity and the control of the president, who is also Minister of Petroleum. Hypocrites assume certain positions. Victor Aloy from Ikeja. Sorry, I had to edit your message because some of the things you said whenever I read your friend about, especially Nigeria oil business. But Dangote and the federal government are not clean. The refineries and other companies and industries will work in Nigeria when infrastructures, social amenity, and sincerity of let Dangote source for crude anywhere he finds it. There's obvious frustration to his organization where they continue to deceive themselves. Dangote is importing and we're selling to other countries. We can now see that we're the enemies of ourselves. The government is aware of the stop this self-defeat and make fuel available for Dangote, be if he could source locally. One is even surprised to hear some callers saying Dangote should suffer as well as the masses. It's difficult for us to enjoy the resources. We should rely on local refineries. Igordo is the author of that message. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
I can hear you. Good morning. Please go ahead. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you, sir.
My name is Ralph, calling from Salt Lake Town. My uncle is expecting Dangote after building a refinery of his own personal business and personal money. But between me and you, I know within me that fuel will not be cheap. If Dangote is the only one producing fuel, we're using it. Taking care. Is there another company that they produce them or import them? Me, I want serious competition was the only one providing for communication. What happened? When they become 3 or 4 or 5, everything comes down.
I'll make it back. Hello.
Look, if Nigeria, if our government, and even the marketers also, they are investing their money, manipulating the masses. That's our own cry. Who own the refineries? What is the system? Another investor to be allowed, or many other box stock on their table, make crude available to Dangote, then other under investors don't wrong. It is enough is enough. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. I wish.
Hello.
Morning to you.
Good morning. This is Jᴏɪṛ.
Welcome.
I usually tell this station that is the satanic government of August.
All right. Morning.
Also on the line.
Welcome.
Thank you. What is happening in the oil industry? Moreover, in 2013, he told us that when subsidy failed, he doubled as the Minister of Petroleum. So all the Minister of Petroleum and do something.
We've had problem in the oil sector since time immemorial. So I don't think it's a party thing. Yes. All right.
Yes. Who is the petroleum minister?
It's a rhetorical question. We all know the answer to that.
Good. Why should the president be the petroleum minister and we are still having issues? So the people, the first person, that the only person who can hold responsible. Is he afraid or what? When we have a president that can act, he has all the executive powers. People are committing fraud and nobody is asking questions. Nobody's been arrested. What impunity?
Have a great morning. Thank you. Good morning, Sage. And so I wish there's an atom of commitment and seriousness to nation building on the side of our leaders. Our refineries would have been sold out since. God bless Nigeria and give us good leaders. Please, Sage, always read my message. Last week, you didn't read my message from Facebook. If I see refining, sadly, there's a deep undercurrent that many of us are not privy to when it comes to hard decision. We should all realize that the oil matter is being open before we can have sufficient fact to intervene meaningfully. Of Dangote refinery, giving him the opportunity for Naira for crude. Alhaji Subar, I'm struggling. I can barely. Economy can never be okay since the oil sector is controlled by cabal. The leadership will bring suffer. Soko, I'm sorry. Have a nice week. You too. They rather focus on Ibadan Expressway and Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway when they know that the real problem bedeviling the country, Minister of Petroleum, a government that cannot tackle the monumental stealing in the NNPCL. Imagine NNPCL is misplacing money under the nose of a city. Laji from Ijoko says, a quote of Mr. President, I know your patriot is that Mr. President doesn't know our pain. That Kwabiodo fix Ijoko. What did we expect? The mystery in the Nigeria oil industry. Emeka Moses. Cassava is a country that produces. Nigeria is a country that produces all the messages. I did the best I could. Thank you. There are no pending messages at the moment. Thank you so very much. Global View. This is where we would also review international stories with the help of Fuad Said. So you should also listen to that, although you will not be able to view here in the studio and what's going on. Being a monopolies, there's a lot of things to talk about there. 15. But for now, we're going to take that break so we can go right a few minutes.